Jets Nation, welcome back to another Jets Media live stream. Today is a great day to be a freaking New York Jets fan. He fires it over the middle, touchdown! Garrett Wilson! The New York Jets tie the football game! It's a toss to Breece Hall. Breece Hall cuts up the middle. Breece Hall's loose! Breece Hall's gone! Breece Hall is gone! He walks into the end zone! That's a Jets touchdown! Sauce Gardner's there for the game winner! That's New York Jets, new era Robert style of football right there. Breaking news, the New York Jets got him! Aaron Rodgers is officially a member of the New York Jets! The vibe amongst this fan base is just a really awesome thing to watch our fans have a reason to be excited. This Jets team is ready to take flight this year.
We're going to show the world today what Jets football is about. Let's go. All we need is us. All we need.
I got high expectations for them, and you should too. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's go Jets. Jets.
Jets, Jets, Jets.
Let's go! Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and we are live again from South Carolina, Spartanburg. As I was at practice this morning, and we'll be there again tomorrow morning before I fly back home to New York tomorrow afternoon. So in this live stream, I want to break down what I saw, what the biggest takeaways were from this morning's practice. I did make a video on it already, so if you guys want to check that out, make sure you do so. But definitely want to, talk some Jets and give you guys my overall analysis and overall perspective of what we saw this morning from these New York Jets, and more in a situation where I can interact with the live chat and be more in tune with you guys. So hit that thumbs up button on your way in. As usual, we also got the AFC East Roundtable kicking off tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So this is going to go live right up until the Roundtable. So you're going to see a lot of content on Jets Media and the AFC East Roundtable tonight. So with that being said, let's get right into business. First, I want to talk about the defense, because the Jets defense was the star of this morning. Now, I was mainly watching the offense, but the glimpses that I did see of the defense was dominance. The Jets defensive line in the individual drills, whether it's Michael Clemens, whether it's Solomon Thomas, Bryce Huff, Tanzel Smart even, those boys were eating. Those boys were proven to be a deep, deep defensive line unit. And, of course, Quinnen Williams was getting his fair share of dominance. The Jets got big-time performances from Tony Adams, who forced a fumble with Jamie and Sherwood recovering the fumble. They got a pick six from Brennan Eccles, who was replacing Sauce Gardner, who was dealing with a little quad issue. So Tony Adams is a talking point that we must continue to have with the New York Jets, because he is going to make it really hard for this Jets coaching staff to not start him. And I think he's going to be the starter for these Jets team in week number 1 next to Jordan Whitehead at that safety spot. I just think that's going to happen. And that's exciting. That's an undrafted free agent from last year's draft class to ascend as a starter. Do you know how hard it is to be an undrafted free agent player and become a starter in year 2? That is an absolute masterclass from Joe Douglas. Now, we have some undrafted players on this team right now that we're excited for, but last year's undrafted free agent, Tony Adams, man, he has been the talk of camp, and now he gets his first opportunity to play a team that's not the New York Jets, and he takes advantages of it, bro. He looked great. Watching him free roam at that center field position, just like sideline to sideline, fast, really thinking, like, you can just tell that things are really processing quickly for Tony Adams, and he might be one of those safeties that develops into a future starter of this New York Jets secondary. There was a really cool play at the end of practice where it was 3rd down and Bryce Young had to get a 1st down to extend the drive, and they forced it up into the end zone to Mingo, and it was Eccles and Tony Adams on coverage. Adams popped him, knocked the ball out, big time hit, knocked the ball free. Really cool stuff on Tony Adams' side of things. Oh, we got a nice donation from my man Michael Hill. Great meeting you today. Oh, wow. Thank you for the Jets media stickers. Sent you the selfie to you on Twitter and Instagram. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the $10 super chat. You didn't have to do this. Very generous. Always great to meet my subscribers. I met a bunch of you guys today, and I got special goodies whenever people come up to me and recognize me. I like to hand out and give some things out to my subscribers. So, Michael, I do appreciate this generous super chat. Where did you send it to me on Twitter and Instagram? Did you DM it or did you post it? Because I didn't see it. So make sure you tag the right NYJets_media because I definitely want to see that photo, my man. Thank you again for the generous super chat, though. Let's freaking go. Great to see you. Are you going there again tomorrow? Our secondary is elite. Even without Sauce Gardner. How about Brennan Eccles? People have been concerned about Eccles, but I'm not. Brennan Eccles is a player that I think, well, we're all hopeful that we never see Eccles this season. No offense to him, but if his name is called, I like what he brings. That pick 6 he had on Bryce Young was no easy. It was he was in zone. He dropped back in zone coverage, and his man was going deep in his zone, and then he planted his feet in the ground, went into the flat. Bryce Young went in, exploded on the football, knocked the ball up. It was tipped up into the air. He brings it in and returns it for 6. That is a playmaking play right there. Let's go. Our secondary is elite. You know it. Is Whitehead looking like the player we thought we were getting? Whitehead is looking really good in camp. Obviously he did not have the greatest year 1 where everyone's going to be, putting Jordan Whitehead at the top of one of the better players on the team. But I think Jordan Whitehead is poised for a good season this year. I really, really do. I'm excited to see what Whitehead is looking like. So far, he's looking good in camp. Are the Jets looking good? Man, I hate the Jets. They're looking good, Roberto. Sorry to report it to you, my man. Sorry to report it to you. Our D-line is feasting without Carl Lawson is saying a lot about our D. Bro, this Jets defensive line, and we don't want any injuries, and we need Carl Lawson to be okay. But this Jets defensive line without Carl Lawson is still elite. Send it through DM on Instagram and tagged you on Twitter. All right, I'll definitely check that out. My man NYJ Madden's in the chat. Folks, make sure you guys check out my man Josh's YouTube channel. He is taking it to another level. He's got an Instagram account talking about Madden with the New York Jets. He's going to be posting Jets Madden content when the new Madden comes out. NYJ Madden, shout out to my guy. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so outside of the defense, let's get to the offense. Aaron Rodgers, before that final drive when they got a 3 and out, he looked good, bro. You saw some of the clips that the Jets posted. Dude, the throw to Allen Lazard down the seam, broken coverage. Great throw, great catch. That Nick Bowden play was amazing. Nick Bowden streaked down the seams, and Aaron Rodgers just like on the run, flips his hips and just fires that thing. Boom, piss missile. Great stuff. The thing about Aaron Rodgers that I'm realizing, folks, everyone's like, oh, he's 39 years old. He's an old man. He stinks. He's washed. When you watch him, bro, he is moving around that pocket like he's a 29-year-old or 30-year-old. Like, he's got some athleticism still in him. Now, he's not in his physical prime anymore in terms of his mobility, but he still got it. The Jets' offensive line wasn't great today. There was a lot of pressure in Rodgers, and Rodgers was doing a great job eluding the pressure and moving around the pocket and avoiding people in his face. So I think that's a positive. Obviously, we don't want pressure at the Jets quarterback all the time, but what I took away from today the most from Aaron Rodgers is his ability to maneuver the pocket. And we know that he can do that, but it's cool to see it with your own eyes. Move around, shift your feet to the right, to the left, boom, plant your feet, zip that thing down to the open man. Great stuff. The Jets did have the dropsies today. Randall Cobb had a drop. Hardman had a couple drops. When it comes to the running backs, it was hard to really evaluate the running game. There wasn't really that many explosive runs. only explosive runs came from Izzy. And it felt like whenever there was an explosive run, there was a flag on the Jets for holding. So tough stuff there on the run game. And then Zach Wilson, he did not have a good day today. I'm sure you guys know that by now. And let's get into the offensive line, because that's definitely probably the biggest concern when it comes to Jets fans, right? But, folks, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button on your way into the show. Let's get it rocking. Let's get it going. Folks, smash that like button. 30 likes right now. We can do better than that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 30 likes. Let's get it up to 100 by the end of the show. Also, guys, I do want to remind folks that I do have a brand new Discord server that gives you guys access to talk to me and Jets fans across the world. Brand new server, opened it up last week, and it's really, really fun. So if you guys want to join in on that Discord server, we're going to be talking a lot about the season, a lot about the Jets. Ticket sales go on there. Say you want to get a training camp ticket. There's a lot of people that are giving away training camp tickets over there. Fantasy football leagues are happening. Betting opportunities are happening. So, folks, make sure you guys join the Discord if you want to be plugged into the Jets media community when we're not live. Because, again, the only time I get to communicate with you guys is right now when I'm live. But when I'm not live, we have Discord. So maybe you guys have a question. You want to reach out to me, or you want to reach out to the Jets media subscribers in the community. You go onto the Discord. You say, what up, man? So join the Discord. Let's do it. Any special teams info? Yes, I do have special teams info. They didn't do any kicks, but they had a lot of punt drills today. And, man, did I tell you, there was a lot of fights between the Jets and the Panthers gunners. Trey Dean got into, I don't know who it was on the Panthers, but, like when it's punt coverage and you have a gunner trying to run down the field and tackle the punt returner, like those drills were getting spicy. It was getting pretty pesky, and I was enjoying it. It was really cool to see, because when you have one player trying to go down the field with two players in their way, and especially in practice, they're going to fight. Irvin Charles hip tossed someone, and he got called for a flag. There's a lot of fun things that happen in special teams. That's really the only thing from special teams today. They were working on the punt coverage. Did you see the video of Miami Dolphins O-line crumbling? I did see that. It's camp, man. It's camp. I'm not someone that just is going to now shit on the Dolphins because of that video. I know because I'm just not that guy. I understand training camp is a work in progress. In the same way where, the Jets make a mistake and it goes viral and all Dolphins fans do is just clown the Jets. Like, I don't understand that. It's training camp. You're supposed to make mistakes. You're supposed to learn from them. But, hey, this is where we is. Speaking of that, bro, all I see is Dolphins fans crying over Sauce Gardner holding in Hard Knocks. Do you not understand football? Like, do you not understand that you are allowed to put your hand on you're allowed to touch the receiver when you're a corner? As long as you're not holding them and preventing them from getting to where the ball is going to be thrown, you're not going to be called. It's ridiculous. It says the Discord link has expired. Oh, my gosh. Hold on, folks. I got to fix that. That can't happen. So everybody that wants to join my Discord, apparently I just gave you guys an invalid link. All right? So hold the phone. I need you guys in Discord, so I'm going to update the link. A lot of crows are out there. Yes, sir. Hey, Richie, thanks for all you do in the content. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. You're really taking it to another level. Sacrifice does not go unnoticed. Keep it up, my dude. Let's effing go. Thank you so much, T. Rivera. That means a lot. There has been a lot of sacrifice on my end, that's for sure. So I'm very fortunate that it's not going unnoticed, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Seriously, it means a lot. All right, we're updating the Discord server link right now. Guys, if you just tried to join the Discord server and it didn't work, well, we got an updated one. Boom. Join the Discord. We just redid it. If you tried to do it before and it didn't work out, now try, and then you'll be able to join the Discord. I really am hopeful to get as many of you guys in the Discord as possible, because I want to be connected with my Jets fan community. I want to be talking with the subscribers. I want to say, yo, what do you guys think of this week? Or what are your favorite bets this week? Or whatever we're going to talk about. I don't know. But come on down and join Jets Media's Discord server. Let's freaking go. Click that link at the top of the chat, folks. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking on the Discord server. Promise you that. I promise you that. So other things I do want to talk about today in terms of today's practice, we're going to get into that. I mean, there's a lot to break down. It's kind of overwhelming when you go to these practices because it's like there's so much that happens in one, just 2 or 3 hours. But let's talk about the offensive line, okay? Let's talk about the offensive line. Again, guys, click that link that's pinned at the top of the chat to join the Discord server if you want to stay connected with me and stay connected with Jets fans around the world. Let's go. We're about to build this thing into a giant conglomerate for Jets fans to stay connected. So, the offensive line. So, today they kicked Max Mitchell back to left tackle, Billy Turner to right tackle. So, the Jets keep flip-flopping at the tackle spot. I'm going to assume Dwayne Brown is the New York Jets starting left tackle. Week 1. Based off of Aaron Rodgers' press conference, based on all these things, it seems like that. Now, the question is Mekhi Becton going to be the right tackle? Because if he is, he's not playing right tackle right now. He is playing only left tackle in practice with the second team. And he looked pretty good. Mekhi Becton looked good today. He had a sick pancake, ran his guy into the turf, stood over that man, basically flexed on him. So Mekhi Becton's having a good camp. The only thing that's holding Mekhi Becton back, it's simple. It's his knee. It's not his talent. It's not his ability. It's not his footwork. It's not his strength. It's not his IQ. Mekhi is everything, but he is slowly coming back from a serious knee injury. And apparently that knee injury he had was not repaired properly. He had a wrong surgery. I don't know how that's even possible, but he did. So it's still lingering. So hopefully Mekhi gets healthy and he plays, he gets to that level where his knee is not an issue and he could play a full season. Now, I just don't understand the Jets' perspective of if Dwayne Brown is most likely coming back and being plugged right in as a starting left tackle and Mekhi Becton's not getting any reps at right tackle, are they just going to throw Mekhi at right tackle to compete for that job at the back end of practice? Or is Max Mitchell going to be the right tackle? I don't know. There's a lot of things to figure out. Speaking of the offensive line, though, I do want to highlight something. Connor McGovern, the New York Jets starting center right now, he's been our center for the last 3 years. He had interviewed today, and he had such an interesting quote, such an amazing quote today. Talked about how he approaches, developing Joe Tippmann and how does it feel that you might have a replacement on the horizon. And Connor McGovern, he said that he was approached to re-sign with his team 5 days before the draft, and they were transparent with him. They said, we're drafting a center, and we want to re-sign you to compete for that starting center job. Like, we're not re-signing you and giving you that job. You got to compete for it. And Connor McGovern is going in there with the perspective of he understands his role. He understands that he has to help develop and mentor a Joe Tippmann. And he said, how cool would it be if one day he gets to go to Canton, Ohio, and he watched Joe Tippmann walk into the Hall of Fame, and he feels like a little, he was one of the reasons why, because of his development. Now, obviously, we don't know if he's going to be a Hall of Famer, but the point is Connor McGovern seems to be very selfless and seems to be accepting that mentorship role, which is really, really cool. I like that. I know everyone's like, oh, screw McGovern. Fuck him. I'm like, bro, but McGovern's a good person. He's a good human. He's been a rock on that Jets offensive line for the last 3 years. Obviously not the greatest center we've ever had, but he's a durable veteran that I respect him. He's tough. He's durable. He's a smart guy. He's not the greatest center. I'm not going to hype him up, but, he's a quality player in this league, and I'm happy the Jets have him on this roster because we need depth at that spot, and I think Joe Tippmann's the better player. I think Joe Tippmann is going to eventually win that job. If it's not for week 1, maybe sometime throughout the season. But I like Connor McGovern, man. He's low-key someone that I really like. Tittman will be on the Jets 10 years. That's the goal, man. We want Joe Tittman to be our next Nick Mangold. That's what it needs to be. Tittman needs to start. He needs to prove he can start first. And hey, he proved he can start on the Hall of Fame game, and that's a great step in the right direction. McGovern is so underappreciated. I agree. Because I feel like Jets fans are not going to appreciate players unless they're like great. Like McGovern's not great. He's not a top-tier center. But he's a quality, mid-tier, average center that is what you need in an offensive lineman at that position. If Hardman is going to have a role, he has to stop dropping the ball. Yeah, I'm not worried about the drops in camp yet. If it keeps happening, maybe I will. McGovern will start as long as he's performing better than Tittman. Probably will change sometime this season. Hopefully, Becton will be able to do the same with Brown. Facts. Troy's in the chat. Smash the like button. Thank you, Troy. I'll see you in on the roundtable tonight. Well, only girls spam, whoever this is. Only girls spam. So if you keep doing this, guess what? You're getting blocked. That's how it works. Spamming gets blocked. Click the thumbs up. Let's do it. Nah, McGovern has done work. Can't disrespect the guy. He's playing for his career. He's exactly what we need right now. Exactly. What time for the roundtable? Tonight at 7:30. In less than 40 minutes from now, we're going to be live on there. This guy's literally being asked to be blocked. And I will do it. Richie, was the practice as bad as Samini made it out on ESPN? What did he say? I don't really read his report. I know it's hard work. Appreciate you. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. It's hard to do. The problem is the line needs to start gelling. We need Dwayne back and need to put Beck on the right side now to see if it's going to work. This isn't the year for O-line musical chairs. I agree. Who's going to be our starting right tackle? Dwayne Brown is ready. I want it to be Mekhi Becton, but we're not seeing any reps of Mekhi right tackle. I think it's between Becton and Max Mitchell to get that right tackle spot. I'm broke, but help if you can, guys. You have skills. Thank you, Brian. He made it sound like we absolutely suck today. We didn't. If he's referring to the final drive, the final drills, we suck then. Okay? The last part of practice, which is probably the biggest part of practice because we all merge onto one field and the entire fans is watching it like a game, we suck then. That's what he's referring to. But the first 80% of practice, the Jets were looking great. Hopefully, found some solid gluten-free options. It's been tough to find them, but I found them. I had a nice gluten-friendly waffle this morning. Actually, fun story. This morning, I went to a random breakfast spot right in Spartanburg, and the manager noticed I was wearing Jets gear, and he's like, started talking to me about, oh, you're here for the Jets practice. And he sounded very, when you're in the South, there's an accent, but this guy didn't have an accent. He had our accent. And then he's like, yeah, I'm going tomorrow. He's like, oh, that's awesome, man. Like, what do you think of your Panthers? And he's like, oh, no, I'm a Jets fan. I'm from Jersey, born and raised. I was like, oh, that's sick. They got a manager here down running a breakfast shop who is a diehard Jets fan from Jersey. Kind of felt cool to have one of our own down here. You know what I mean? Great content, Richie. He also said he gave me a 25% discount because I'm a Jets fan. But I don't know if he said that as a joke or he actually gave me the discount. Richie, I just signed up on your Discord. Let's go. My man Ray, I can't wait to talk to you more. How did Brownlee and Taylor do today? Brownlee had an injury scare, but he's fine. On the first 7-on-7 drills, Zach Wilson threw a dart over the middle. And Brownlee went to catch it, extended, and then his head got hit on a Panthers defender, and he was kind of shaken up. But he came back. He looked really good on special teams. Malik Taylor actually got into a fight. Yeah. There's a lot of us Jets fans in SC, my man. I love that. Jets are not making it to the Super Bowl. I just wanted to make that clear. So no need to get all happy. How do you know that? Did you see the future or something? Yoda 365. Did you see? How are you so confident in this? Just curious. Do you know something I don't? Brownlee, I hear, is good, but he's a short pass guy. Brownlee is. He can get the deep balls. I mean, he's a big boy. How'd Young look? Young looked really good. Bryce Young looked good. I didn't see a lot of him, but the limited things I did see from Bryce Young, I was impressed. I was like, when you're watching a quarterback that's a rookie, what you look for is confidence and being able to process things and stuff like that. And I was impressed. He was going through his progressions. He was precise. The Jets' defensive line was in his face, and he was making throws where you're like, oh, wow. I mean, how did the Jets defend that? It was kind of like there's only a spot where the ball can be placed. If you threw it a little more this way or that way, it's intercepted, but he fit it in the bucket. So, Panthers fans, you got something in Bryce Young. Heard that Panthers Burns was dominating our O-line. We got to fix that. Yeah. I mean, the reality is the Panthers defensive line got the better of our offensive line, and the Jets defensive line got the better of the Panthers offensive line. Brian Burns was one of the best in the league, and I talked about that yesterday in the preview, that look out for Brian Burns, and I was right. He was all over the place. But they also couldn't block our guys. So that's the thing, man. The Jets got to figure it out. I honestly was not expecting the Jets to just shut down Brian Burns. Like, that's unrealistic. You're not a fan of Rodgers, therefore you're coming on here to hate. Love it. Why aren't you a fan of Rodgers? What did he do to you? Because everything that people say about him is wrong. I heard our middle did good today. Middle what? You're a pure hater. This is exposing yourself as a hater. And when you have those blind hater goggles on, you can't watch anything with an objective perspective, man. Do you mean middle linebackers? Because Quincy Williams, Jamie Sherwood, CJ Mosley all had good days. The defense just looked great. This defense is for real. Okay? We knew that. Look at Rodgers throwing a no-look pass right there, though. He's a crow! Crow alert. I think I'm going to have to make an animation like, crow alert! We have found a crow! And whenever we find, like, instead of, like, Shadow Realm, I, like, expose a crow. We got a crow in the chat! We got a crow in the chat. And he's pecking at our necks, and we're going to fly up until he can't breathe. I think that's what we got to do. I got to do that. That's hilarious. He's a crow. Middle offensive line. Yes, there was some instances where the interior pass rush got home. But the interior offensive line is definitely the strong suit of the offensive line. Texting the roundtable, making sure they're ready for tonight. How did Conklin look? He caught a catch on a little play-action bootleg. Didn't see a lot. CJ Uzomah, he had a big catch. He was going down on a play-action, connected to CJ Uzomah for a deep gain down the field. Bishop, my 4-year-old just wrote his name on Richie's show. We have AR. Aliens are real. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Folks, just know that with all the hype that we're getting, there's going to come with people that can't stand us. And welcome it. Welcome it, baby. How about our boy Ruckert? He had some good plays, looked good in the run game. Didn't have anything flashy. But he didn't do anything bad either. Is Chaz making the team? The issue with Chaz making the team is right now he's injured, so that's not helping him. But if you look at the Jets linebackers, I think he's the front runner to make the team. Who's linebacker 4? I think that's Chaz. I think Chaz Surratt's making this team. Who's linebacker 4? Someone in the chat tell me if it's not Chaz. because you got CJ Mosley, Quincy Williams, Jamie Sherwood, and right behind those starting three, I think Chaz is the next man up. I don't see another person. I mean, Zaire Barnes, I think Chaz is ahead of Barnes personally in the depth chart. I think those are their 5 linebackers right there. Those are the 5. CJ Mosley, Quincy Williams, Javian Sherwood, Chaz Surratt, and Zaire Barnes. Those are your 5 linebackers this season. And dude, Chaz Surratt's an interesting story because we signed him to our practice squad 2 years ago, and he's been chilling on our practice squad, just developing. And now Robert Saleh loves him. He's making the team. Did Brownlee get any looks? Yeah, he got a target in the red zone, got a little nicked up, and then had a nice catch over the middle. Chaz's issue was injury coming into the NFL too, so it's something to watch out for. Yeah, he looked great in the Hall of Fame game, man. He's fast. He got the interception. I love it. If Becton starts at left tackle and plays up to his abilities, it's game over, baby. Super Bowl. Facts. Come on, Makai. Take my knee. It's so annoying how someone that good has that much upside is being hindered by a freaking knee. All because of Greg Van Roten. Exactly. Folks, make sure you guys hit that like button on your way into the show. Let's go. We only have 63 likes. Come on now. You guys can do better than that. 63 likes with over 150 people watching. Please, if you're not already, guys, hit that like button on your way into the show. And also, if you guys want to join our Discord server that is brand new, open it up last week. This is your opportunity to join our Discord server on Jets Media. This is where we will be talking to each other when we're not live, staying in constant communication with each other. That link is pinned at the top of the chat. This is your opportunity to stay connected with me and stay connected with people across the Jets Media community at all times, 24/7. We're going to be talking fantasy football. We're going to be talking some betting. We're going to be talking some Jets, some NFL. You know, there's even a movie tab. Madden 24 is coming out. Maybe somebody wants to verse me in Madden. Well, Discord is where you're going to be able to get access to all those things. Let's go. Let's go. Was the O-line that bad today? I mean, it didn't have a strong showing. Anytime they had a good rep, there was a flag. Oh, good run, flag. Also, the Panthers secondary was getting called from flag at all times. So you come home from work and then you turn on your TV and go to ESPN Sports Center. They always talk about Rodgers and the Jets, so you turn the TV off. So my question to you is, what are you doing right here? Why are you on the show? And this is breaking my heart because Yoda, the Star Wars character, is my favorite character in anything. So it's breaking my heart that Yoda is coming on here and hating on us. But this makes no sense. If you're so upset with the Jets, why are you on a Jets fans YouTube channel? Hey, I'm not complaining. Come through. Well, guess what, Yoda? This is going to break your heart because the only way you can stay commenting in this chat, guess what? Watch this. The only way you're going to be able to continue to say anything in this live chat is by subscribing to the channel, baby. Let's go. Subscriber mode only, turned on, so only the loyal subscribers can communicate in the chat. Love it. Bam. Uh-oh, Glenn's in the chat. Here we go. Here he is. Stop taking your followers. Jets going to win Super Bowl. You know Jets will do Jets things to screw it up. Well, Glenn, I've never said that the Jets are winning the Super Bowl. You're putting words in my mouth. This is the first time in my Jets media career, in terms of when I started this channel, that there's a reason to be excited for a possible Super Bowl run. Okay? Big difference. I'm not guaranteeing a win in the Super Bowl. It's not what I'm doing. But yeah, if you still want to hold on to the same old Jets narrative of they're going to figure a way to screw it up, if that's what helps you sleep at night, so be it, Glenn. What's happened in the past does not impact today. Same with the Dolphins. Hey, the Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 23 years. Does that mean that's still going to happen this year, Glenn? The Dolphins are going to find a way to screw it up and not win a playoff game this year since they've never done it in 23 straight years. Is that how you want me to approach things? No matter what's happened in the past, that means it's going to happen every year? No, things change. I was on Bleacher Report, and they were ripping the line, and I was like, nah, it couldn't have been that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad. Jets fans have lots of reason to look forward to the season, and I'm a Bills fan. Should stay a lot. I respect the heck out of Bills fans. Like, this offseason has told me a lot about our AFC East rival fan bases, bro. I've heard no hate coming from the Buffalo Bills fan base to the Jets. And by the way, the Buffalo Bills are the kings of the AFC East the past 3 years. I've heard nothing bad about the Jets from Bills fans. All it's coming from is Dolphins fans. Now, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Insecurity at its finest. The Bills fans, they don't got to talk down on us. They know that we're a threat to them this year. I don't think they're scared of us winning the division over them, even though I think that's a possibility. But I respect Bills fans. Richie, if Becton plays up to his rookie level, the O-line will be solidified. Yeah, no doubt. No freaking doubt. Richie, that should tell you that at the AFC East roundtable to buddy up with Dan Moore than TD. I can't buddy up with anybody on the roundtable. We're all rivals. Rabid animals going after each other. You, a Jets fan, don't back down. Stand with your chest out and say Jets going to win Super Bowl, so when they fail or will be funnier. That is why when Dallas fails, it is hilarious. That makes no sense. If you're a fan of your team, you're rooting for your team to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to puff out my chest and say, I want the New York Jets to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm not going to sit here and say guarantee they're going to win. I don't believe that. I believe that they have an actual chance to do it, but I don't believe it's guaranteed. So, Glenn, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're putting words in my mouth. I've never said the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm talking about a Super Bowl run because we actually have a reasonable chance. Don't compare us with the freaking Cowboys because Cowboys fans say it every year. This is our first time saying it. That's another thing that's blowing my mind, folks. People are acting like Jets fans have been doing this forever. This is the first time we're acting this way. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe because we actually have a quarterback for the first time. B. Lopez with the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. I put down $100, bet on BUSR that the Jets will win the Super Bowl back in March. That's my guy. I put $50 down on the Jets to win the AFC East back in February before we landed Rodgers. Love that. Let's go. DF Forever, you were a mod. You were. I don't know why I got removed. I think they removed a lot of mods because they changed some of the things. I got to add more moderators. I don't have enough. Richie was mostly like a mute on the roundtable because we sucked, but now let us speak. Facts. Let's see. How far behind does Tippmann look behind McGovern? Not too far, but there's some things that we don't see outside of the practice in terms of processing things, calling out things. The center position has a lot of responsibilities. Did you hear about WFN Jets hate? Yes, Sal Licata. I heard that. Clown. Clown. Rich, what happened to Lakin? He's all good. Lakin Tomlinson was practicing today. He's good, which is huge. The practice I was at, we had last Sunday, we had Jermaine Johnson, Quincy Williams, and Lakin Tomlinson all get injured. They're all back at practice, so the injuries were not serious. Becton practice update. Heard he was solid overall today, trending up. Yes, he was trending up. Makai Becton had a great pancake, and I was watching him on a lot of reps, and he was moving people, man. Rich, have you ever met a Jet personally? The only Jet I've really met personally was Elijah Moore, and he's gone. Hit the like button and support. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Master at work tonight? Yes. Richie held us down. I got you, Rob. I appreciate you always helping out the channel. You're going to win 2,600. Oh, my God. Let's go. So what was it? Was it plus 2,600 when you put it on? Let's get it, man. Folks, we got 83 likes. Let's get this up to 100 before the stream wraps up because we got the AFC's roundtable starting pretty darn soon. And, folks, if you're not tuned into the AFC's roundtable, make sure you are, folks, because the AFC's roundtable is going live tonight. It's going live tonight, and I'm going to be on there representing our New York freaking Jets. And I made the thumbnail, Hard Knocks. Ha-ha! They can't stop me. Go look at the thumbnail right now, guys. We're going to be talking about Hard Knocks, and I'm sure everyone's going to be, like, complaining. So, folks, here is the roundtable link for the stream tonight. If you're wondering where is the roundtable, what is the roundtable, click that link, and I'm going to be live on that channel at 7:30. What's kidding? Jets haven't met you? They've met. What do you mean? Jet ETS, let's go. Week 1. The hate is insane. Folks, the hate is welcomed. Welcome the hate. That means we're doing something right. I'm telling you. We never had this much hate. I've never had this many people in my live chat in my life with this much hate since I started this channel. It's because we actually are a good team, and that's what happens. Especially when you're the talk of the NFL. Like that Yoda guy that was in here, that's not shocking. Someone that's upset with seeing the Jets every time they turn on ESPN, that's a thing. And I find it hilarious. Hey, Richie, have you done a season prediction yet? I did that when the record schedule first dropped in May. How do you think the O-line has to play in order to win the Super Bowl? Like, would adequate be good enough? Because I see a lot of concerns about the line, and I wouldn't know because I'm a player fan and A-Rod brought me. Yeah, so the offensive line definitely – the only thing that's going to hold back the offensive line, you can say this about any NFL team, is injuries. The injury bug, if it hits the Jets' offensive line, it's going to be really hard to go all the way. If we get lucky – and you look around the league, the teams that win the Super Bowl are also teams that get fortunate in injuries. Obviously, injuries happen to every team, and the better teams are the ones that can handle injuries because of depth. But the Jets got to stay healthy up front. They have what it takes to win right now, but if they get healthy, then we're screwed. Who is the Jets' best player? I think it's Quinnen Williams. I also think it's Sauce Gardner. I also think it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is the best player on the team, but next to him, Quinnen Williams. Master at work is just a master at graphic creativity. TD is just fun, loves to troll. Richie and Dan are more realistic, making AFC's Roundtable a good time. Watch AFC's Roundtable in 16 minutes. Yeah, guys, click that link that's pinned at the top of the chat, and it'll bring you to the link of the AFC's Roundtable that is going to be live in 15 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be fun, folks. But before that happens, I need you guys to smash this thumbs up button on this show because we have 93 likes and we need to have 7 more to go. 7 more. We can do that. Let's freaking get it going. Boom, boom. Now, man, tonight's going to be a good episode of the Roundtable because we're going to be talking about Hard Knocks, and we're going to hear our guys complain like, oh, the Hard Knocks was blowing Aaron Rodgers. They were like making him feel like he was a god. Well, yeah, he is a god. I love how people complain like Hard Knocks is hyping up Rodgers too much. What do you mean? What do you expect them to do? He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and their job description of Hard Knocks is to make the team they're covering look good. And they just happen to do a good job because Rodgers gave them great content to do it with the no-lookers. All right? That's why. I love when people complain. Oh, Hard Knocks is glizzying, whatever the words they use. I find it hilarious. But hey, here we are, folks. Here we friggin' are. And that's going to happen. We're going to have Hard Knocks all throughout the season. And people are going to be upset. But, folks, I do have an announcement. We do have a proud sponsor of Jets Media that I got to break down, and that happens to be Manta Sleep. I'm on the road right now, and I got such a good sleep last night in this hotel. With I got a bright light in my face. I get to sleep, look good, even though I got to get up super early. It's an excellent sleep mask, folks. If you guys don't get your sleep mask by now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with their product because I've been sponsored by them for these past couple of months, and I cannot say enough glowing things about it. If you guys use promo code JETS or simply click the link at the top of the chat, you will get 10% off your Manta sleep mask. And this sleep mask is an absolute game changer. I cannot recommend it enough. It has a different type of technology where it's not just a normal little sheet over your eyes. It has these eye cuppings, and you can open up your eyes in there. It's super comfortable. It's kind of like pillows for your eyes, right? You're on a pillow, you got a blanket over you, and then you got pillows on your eyes, and it's super comfortable. You're in darkness. There's no light affecting you. It's amazing. It's the best for travel. I'm someone that's obviously on the move a lot. I go on flights a lot. I travel and go to new hotel arrangements. So I like to have this to ensure I get sleep. And sleep is so important for your health. And if you have any issues with sleep, will help you out. Or maybe you know someone that has issues with sleep. Maybe it's an elder. Maybe it's even a child. Maybe it's your friend. Maybe it's your cousin. And you want to give them a gift. Use promo code JETS and you will get 10% off on this Manta Sleep Mask right now. And if you guys do get your Manta Sleep Mask, let me know. I'd love to shout you out. And I'd love to hear your thoughts about the product because it's a game changer. Richie, in your opinion, do you believe Tippmann will make the leap and start over McGovern? I think he still has a lot to prove to do that. You know, that Hall of Fame game was a good sign, but we'll see. It's your personal darkness retreat. Exactly. People actually use this sleep mask for darkness retreats. Not even just lying. I saw a video of somebody doing a darkness retreat, and they had a Manta sleep mask on for 4 days straight. And I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. JETS, Jets, been a fan since the 90s. This is the most excited I've been for a season. Jet up. Let's go. I know you got yours, Megan. You got yours a while ago. I love that. Was Garrett doing anything today? No. He was dressed up, but he was just walking around. Bills get lots of hate, Richie. That just means we good, or they would not be talking about us. It's true, man. If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. It's that simple, Henny. Yo, Henny, did you get your tickets for week 1? I just sent them over today. By the way, guys, if you want tickets for week 1 or week 3, I still got limited tickets available. I just sent out all the tickets that people purchased it. Henny, let me know if you got your tickets. Check your email because you should got them already. If any of you guys are interested in coming to week 1 or week 3, I am doing an event for both of those games. Week 1 against the Bills, week 3 against the Patriots. Let me know, folks. Email me, and I will get you your tickets. Let's get it rocking. So, folks, we're going to wrap up the show here. We got the AFC East Roundtable beginning in 10 minutes, so I'll meet you guys over there. I would love to have all 160 of you guys watching because I'm so sick of seeing more Dolphins fans than Jets fans represent. There has not been one show where there's more Jets fans than Dolphins fans. And I guess that's a fault on my end because I'm not getting enough of you guys to come. But you guys got to do your part. I know there's a lot of Jets fans, and we need more in the roundtable. So AFC East Roundtable premieres live at 7:30. I'll see you guys over there. Let's go, Jets. See you in 10 minutes. Love you guys.